It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, presented by M&M Carnage. And now, here's Johnny.
And Tony.
And Scooter. I hope you had a great weekend. Welcome in Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage. John Spears, Tony Burke, Scooter Dingus. The gang is all here. Tony, 2 weekends in a row. Scooter living the life. Yeah. Indiana hangs on. Steelers win. And his Reds are
Celebrate a loss.
bound.
Celebrate a loss.
Celebrate a loss. It's a weird watch when they celebrate a loss. But they're in the playoffs for the first time since 2020, so celebrate away. The Mets. I always say they do Mets things. They get shut out by Miami. You lose 2 out of 3 to end the season to the Miami. And by the way, the Marlins were playing like and acting like they were going to the playoffs.
I love it.
I was watching it. It meant something to them to knock the Mets out of the playoffs. So we'll get to all that. 6-pack, 2-4.
Told you.
Not great. Did you say 2-4?
I think I did.
I think you said
I might have said
enjoy
4,
your
too.
L when I took Minnesota.
I did. And I was right.
And you also told me you better not take Iowa.
You should have taken Iowa.
Yes. System games went 6-2 this week.
Wow.
Pretty good week for the system. Didn't do great last week, but pretty good. So now I'm 17-19 on the season, Tony. Not good, but that's sort of my track record. That's sort of where I expect to be. A couple games under 500 each week.
How are the mortal locks, Tony?
The Mortal Locks, Tony?
I'm going to tell you what, the New York football Giants, I was told never to take them.
3-1 with one left tonight.
Buccaneers, Scoot.
Buccaneers.
Oh.
You know where I keep my Buccaneers, don't you? Under my bucking hat. But anyway, where's the rim shot when you need one?
That was horrible.
Would have had the Jets tonight, Scoot, 4-0 if the Buccaneers would have.
What was the line on that? 3.5?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And they had 2 chances to score.
They were
to
down 11.
tie the
They
game.
could score a touchdown.
Well, they were down 8.
Two.
They were down 8. They had 2 chances to score. And couldn't get it done against the Eagles, who somehow, some way, they just win games.
Yes,
Do you know
they
how
do.
many completed passes Philadelphia had in the second half?
4.
0.
What?
Wow.
0. No complete passes, no passing yards in the second half, and they still win. The week before, the Rams have a 19-point lead, lined up to kick a field goal to tie the game, and to win the game, and the Eagles still win.
It's crazy.
Winners find a way to win, just like the Chiefs yesterday. You find a way to win. Louisville victorious over Pitt. They trailed by 17 and came back to win. Did you see the Louisville ball boy fighting with the Pittsburgh defender?
That was ridiculous.
It looked bad. Does Louisville ball boy deserve an apology?
Yes.
I agree. Now, I understand, look, I picked it off. I scored a touchdown. I want to do a little celebration with the ball. But this kid's job is to get the ball. It's a Louisville ball. It's got the logo on it. That's how these balls are made. Louisville plays offense with their ball. Pitt plays offense with their ball. So it was a Louisville ball that he picked off and ran back for the touchdown. I get that. And he wants to celebrate. I get that. But this kid's just trying to do his job, man. And I thought there were going to be assault charges at the end of that game. And the guy's just trying to celebrate. I don't want to be mean here because I don't think he's trying to hurt this. And he was flopping around like a fish out of water. If you watch the video, if it wasn't like, oh, my God, I hope he's not hurt, it would be comical just to watch. And it's kind of comical anyway. But Louisville wins. Kentucky.
You know what it reminded me of?
Yeah.
The whole ball boy situation? You remember in the first Happy Gilmore when he had his caddy and he tried to take his clubs away from him?
Yeah.
And his caddy's slinging around. That's what the ball boy looked like.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is so great that one of the leads is we were talking about the ball boy with all the sports going on this week.
Cards somehow win that game. Cats a no-show at South Carolina. At least the offense was a no-show. Defense didn't play poorly, but when you give up a scoop and score and a pick six,
pretty much ends the game.
that pretty much ends the game when you can't score. Cutter Boley.
Backup quarterback. Everybody's been calling for him.
Yeah, we wanted him, right? here's some parting gifts because I don't know if it's going to last much longer with Cutter Bowley, especially since the next three are Georgia, Texas, and Tennessee. Kentucky. Scooter, did you see the Louisville, Virginia beat Florida State Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Virginia-Louisville spread?
I have not.
Take a shot. Tony knows. I already told him.
Where's it at?
It's in L&N Federal Credit Union Cardinal Stadium.
I would say Louisville 2.5.
6.5.
Louisville is?
Yeah.
Wow.
I said 7.5.
How about Kentucky at Georgia?
Oh, I do know this one.
Yeah.
21.
21.5.
Oh, it's a hook. They've added a hook. That's how many people are betting Georgia already. Indiana got a week off coming up.
Boo!
Do you want a week off?
No.
You're 5-0.
No, I want to play.
Scoot, I didn't get to see the Indiana-Iowa game. Were you pleased or not?
I'm pleased that they pulled out the win. Now, keep in mind, I only got to watch the second half because I was over at Midway. But I was happy with their resilience and the way that they fought to get that win, the late touchdown. Look, Iowa's line play is incredible. Offensive line, defensive line, both of those units are incredible. So
they're 3-2, man.
I wanted it to be more. I wanted Indiana to put up more points. It wasn't as sexy as the Illinois game, obviously, but win's a win.
Iowa missed a field goal with 2:05 to play to take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I said it on my show this morning, Tony. I even gave you credit for it. They don't take pictures of them, right? Isn't that what you say all the time?
I say it all the time. Hey, next week, nobody cares it was 20-15.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares today that it was 20-15.
It's a win. You're getting ready for
it. We're going to analyze it because that's what we do, but nobody cares that it was 20-15. So we'll get to all of that. M&M Cartage Hotline's open, 384-1450, 502-384-1450. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, Game Day Men's Health text line is open as well, 414-1450. Game Day Men's Health, redefining men's wellness, no shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit us up on the text line, 414-1450. All right, Scoots, Ryder Cup. Here we go. Tony said it wasn't over Friday early. It was over. It was. Because the U.S. stunk on Friday afternoon. They stunk on Saturday morning. They stunk on Saturday afternoon. They were great yesterday.
Awesome.
But you can't get behind the 8 ball and be down that many points. They won yesterday's round 8.5 to 3.5. All right. We can complain about the rule all you want.
Yep.
And Keegan Bradley said it has to be changed. But that is the rule as we sit here today. If each captain has to put a name in an envelope, and if somebody on the other team gets hurt or can't play for an illness or whatever, then you open the envelope, and Keegan put Harris English in there. Victor Hovland couldn't go because of a stiff neck. He certainly looked like he was doing fine as he was walking around watching everybody play. And, by the way,
celebrating.
They kept getting people in front of him so the cameras couldn't catch him, if you were noticing when they tried to show Victor Hovland.
It was all gamesmanship.
It certainly feels like that there is a possibility. Here comes conspiracy theory Johnny. Is there a possibility that he's saying, I'm terrible, I can't hit the ball straight, I can't win? Okay, we'll just tell everybody you got a stiff neck.
Well, what do they do in tournaments when they're playing horrible? They withdraw. They find
withdraw.
a reason to withdraw if they're playing
And you
horrible.
don't get a half a point if you withdraw.
No, and you know,
you don't get any money if you withdraw.
Big Al the Fish sent that, but I was on my way back from the lake, and I was talking to Tara, and I said, how in the world? I looked it up. I go, can somebody say that they're out, and they get a half a point?
And Big Al the Fish, he said, what if they're winning going into the last stand, the whole team has a bad stiff neck? Rodney Dangerfield, I think it's broke. And all of a sudden they all get a half point? Is that how it works? Apparently that is how it works.
Well, and you know what? My wife even said this to me. Why don't they have an alternate? You know.
Yeah, you could do that. You know who could have suited up? Keegan Bradley or Luke Donald.
One of the assistant captains could have.
Well, you make sure
could have designated.
You make sure one of your assistant captains is the one guy you left off the roster.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Why not? You can have any assistant and many assistant vice captains as you want.
I mean, really and truthfully, it ended up 14.5 to 13.5.
It seems like sour grapes because the U.S. lost 15 to 13. So
no, I just think it's
bad rule.
They're going to
change the rule.
I think if they don't get that half point, I fully believe in my heart of hearts that the U.S. wins that.
The Burns putt means something at the end where it didn't mean anything. Morikawa means something at the end where it didn't mean anything.
Let me ask you this. Did those guys play it out? Or when
they did.
Yeah, they have to play.
They have to now.
Okay. So when I see Ty next to them, but they didn't care at that point.
Well, the Europeans didn't care because they wanted to go celebrate. They wanted to get with their teammates, pop the champagne, hug and kiss, and enjoy life. So they're like, okay, I got to hit this tee shot on 17. We already won. Let's get this over with.
But the U.S. guys want it on their record.
But the U.S. guys do want to win.
You want to have those wins on
absolutely. They want to cut the deficit as much as possible.
But other than having that on your record, there's no incentive to them continuing to play their best.
Correct.
Sure, you wouldn't give in at the end.
No.
If you were still playing.
I will say this. I watched every minute of it yesterday.
Same.
How many minutes of golf do you think you watched this weekend? I was only guessing on my way home.
Well, Friday we had St. X Trinity game.
So you had to cut it off.
I had to cut it off at about
5:30 when I showed
up. Every other shot I saw. Well, I'll put it this way. Every other shot that NBC let me see, I saw. I thought the coverage was horrible.
Really?
I thought it was horrible.
I was the exact opposite.
We missed a lot of shots.
I was pretty happy with how many shots we did see.
But we missed a lot yesterday. I kept wondering in the middle of the round, hey, what's Ben Griffin and doing? What are they? There were certain Rahm got down 2, and all of a sudden we didn't see Rahm and Schauffele anymore for a while.
What they should do, what ESPN does, have multiple, matches on, holes, all that kind of stuff.
I mean, they did on Peacock. You could have went to Peacock and found any match.
Most people don't go to Peacock if it's on NBC. Most people say watch on NBC like I did. So,
and I don't have.
I was a little disappointed in the coverage. I had arguments with Big Al the Fish this weekend over whether we liked or disliked Nota Begay, Paul McGinley.
You don't like Paul McGinley because
Brad
of his
Faxon,
voice.
and Nick Faldo. Well, I don't really like Paul McGinley. You're right. You're right about that.
Who was the guy?
If I had to hear one more time how Paul McGinley is part of this team, he's really, really deeply involved. From Paul McGinley, I was going to throw a shoe at the television.
Who was the guy in the booth, the European guy that just kept talking about all the great European Ryder Cup memories?
Paul McGinley.
Yeah, he never gave the U.S. any credit.
He did late.
He gets on my late. He did.
Late he did.
He did talk about what a great comeback and the heart and soul and the blah blah blah. DeChambeau, man, that was fun. That was fun yesterday. You get down 5, it's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, that was Sharpie, as Seth Davis used to say. Put that one in Sharpie. It ain't coming off the board.
Yeah.
And he somehow manages to tie that match. And actually, against Matthew Fitzpatrick, he had a chance to win it there on 18 if he hits a good. He got in a bad spot and had to just chunk.
That was a great comeback
out of there. But what a comeback from him! And then Cam Young and Justin Rose. And we'll get to the controversy on Saturday. But Justin Rose hits one over by the stands on I don't know what hole, and it took him 20 minutes to figure out where he was going to hit his next shot.
Yeah,
and that's the first group out. Everybody's waiting.
They said they were on that hole for 25 minutes.
JT and who did he beat? Who did he beat there at the end? Oh, Tommy Fleetwood. We're actually up at the green waiting for him to hit. They were already on the green going, what are we doing here? So I think that affected Cam Young. It allowed Rose to get back. He hit a great shot from a terrible spot, allowed him to get back in it, actually tied the match. But Cameron Young, on his home course as a rookie, to make that putt on 18 to put a red flag on the board there was unbelievable. And then JT follows it right up with a 12-footer to beat Fleetwood. And all of a sudden you went, hey, hang on here.
Yeah, but you had to
Is there magic?
You had to feel for Russell Henley. He played so great.
And he left both putts short on 17 and 18.
Yeah.
Really good putter.
Well, the putt on 18 he had to make because Lowry was right on his line, and he knew he was going to make it.
But he left it short, Tony.
Yeah, you can't come up short there. Well, they tell you can't go in if it doesn't get to the hole.
Exactly. He played great.
And I wouldn't want to putt against that guy because he didn't putt well the first few days, but he was lighting it up yesterday.
To be honest, I did not know going into this Ryder Cup until I heard it that he was the 3rd-ranked player in the world.
Yeah, he had a great
Russell
year.
Henley?
I had no idea.
Guys,
everybody knows Scheffler, McIlroy, right? But if I'd have said to you who's the third-ranked player in the world, now you got to throw the live guys out because they don't get enough World Cup world rankings to make it very high, although DeChambeau was pretty high.
Well, if you watch golf all year, him and Ben Griffin were really good.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'd have said who's number 3, would you have said Russell Henley?
No,
if you didn't know, who would you have said, Scooter?
Probably John Rahm or something.
Fleetwood?
Fleetwood, maybe, yeah. I'll tell you what, though. I could watch Scotty and Rory all day, every day, twice on Sundays.
That had to be glorious. They said
awesome.
Scheffler, McIlroy. Everybody went, oh.
First time ever in Ryder Cup singles 1 versus 2 in the world, which I find hard to believe, but there it is. The controversy on Saturday, Justin Rose, I think it was DeChambeau's caddy maybe that walked up and was trying to line up the putt, and Rose was like, hey, wait a minute, get back. But Rose actually said, I could have said it nicer. But then we had
effing birds, didn't we?
We had chirping going on from that green to the next tee. DeChambeau was mad. Ted Scott
was.
He doesn't
never gets angry. Oh. Was in the face of Molinari was involved.
Yeah, I saw that part. They're like,
get out of there.
Get out of here, Molinari. I don't care if you're
to do with this. I know you're a vice captain.
Yeah, vice captain.
Nobody cares. And that's pretty much, I think, what Ted Scott was saying.
I think it was what he was telling you.
Get your ass out of here. Who cares what you think?
Yep.
This is between us. I don't know who you want to fight because there's a big old caddy there.
You're talking about Fleetwood?
Yeah, Fleetwood's caddy.
He's 6'6".
Yeah.
And I don't want to fight DeChambeau. Don't get me wrong. I think he'd be tough to beat. But I'm not getting in the face of a 6'6", 260-pound caddy who's put together and is probably there to protect his guy anyway.
Yeah, he's jacked up.
He was jacked up. But so Scotty, the only guy that didn't get involved was Scotty. He was like, nothing bothers that dude. Now, he was 0-4, and that bothered me. I was glad he got the win yesterday. But you can't point blame here because here's the thing. Europe played great the first 2 days.
They did.
You can say all you want about Keegan. Oh, you shouldn't have put Morikawa and Harris English back out there against Rory and Fleetwood again on 2 days in a row. But Rory and Fleetwood beat God and Jesus on those 2 days. They beat everybody. That's how good they were. And for the most part, on Friday and Saturday, that European team was unbeatable. Is that fair?
Yeah, and your boy McGinley, he did say that. He said that this is the best he thinks that the Europeans have ever played, going in on Sunday.
I tried to tell y'all we should have bet Europe. Nobody listened to me.
Well, you were going
You know the only person that listened to me? Buck from Iroquois.
It wasn't you.
Wasn't me. I didn't bet him. Buck from Iroquois listened to me. That non-American son of a gun. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. 2 years from now, they go to Ireland again. So, by the way, I know I'm American. I love watching Shane Lowry celebrate.
Oh, he's the best.
How much fun is that?
He's the best.
I had to turn it off.
He's fun, though, man.
I flipped it over to that.
You can hate him for 3 days, just like I hated them all for 3 days.
I went to football night in
What about
America.
the New York crowd?
Sometimes they're a little, it's too much.
Don't you have to understand, though, it's New York?
Yeah,
to
but
a certain point.
You can do all the chirping you want while they're walking and doing stuff and cheering, but when they're hitting or their wives or anyone around,
you can't mess with the wives.
Who drank more beer last night, Shane Lowry or Tyrrell Hatton?
You know what? I saw a picture, and the guy that was hammered was Fitzpatrick.
Yes, that's true. They were still out there, and he was throwing stuff.
Oh, he was not falling over.
I think he's got low tolerance for alcohol. A little lower than Shane Lowry, anyway.
He wouldn't be on the Rosewood Open, would he?
The match wasn't over, Scoots. The matches were still being played, and Lowry was drinking a beer greenside on 18. So I'm going to say he had more drinks than anybody. I'm not going to say he was drunker than anybody because you're right about Matthew Fitzpatrick. He's feeling it today.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. A lot of college football, pro football, good, bad, and ugly coming up. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big Guy. Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage. John,
I love
Tony,
Friday.
Scooter, we should have 2 hours on this Monday, Scoots.
Let's do it.
Let's bump Matthew.
Okay, I'll give him a call now.
He'd probably be okay with it.
He probably would be.
M&M Carnage hotline's open, 384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. By the way, Ed texted me and said he was going to call it between 10 and 10:20.
He may miss.
Unless I missed it.
The Jeff Brown, he didn't text me, so he didn't call. Jeff Brown presser is at 10:30, like it always is, so he was going to that, but he said he was going to call. Because I sent him, Tony, you sent the picture of, was that Daniel Craig running to get on the bandwagon on the train?
I just saw.
It kind of looked like Daniel Craig. Well, I sent it to Ed, and I said, hey, you back on the bandwagon, you homer? He said, they got to make room for me. The bandwagon's getting a little heavier. Reds make the playoffs.
Yeah.
By the way, Thornton's text line, 414-1450.
Thornton's
Not
text
Thornton.
Goodness
Wow.
gracious.
That's taking it back
The
a little
Thornton's
bit.
text line.
I think it's
retired.
Presented by Gameday Men's
Game
Health.
Day Men's
You
Health,
know, come on, I'm doubling down here. Gameday Men's Health text
which
line.
is awesome.
414-1450 if you'd like to text the show and tell me what an idiot I am.
By the way, huge shout out
Yeah.
to Tony Burke bringing me this Reds zip up.
Hawaiian Red
button
shirt.
up.
Ryan dress up.
Oh, it's
button
great.
Up.
We went to see the Diamondbacks.
Brandon Fott was
Brandon
pitching.
Fott pitch in Cincinnati 2 years ago.
Yep.
And that was the giveaway, the Hawaiian shirt.
I'm going to wear it every day.
And they only have mediums. So
Yeah,
I asked
we
for
both
two.
went and got a medium.
I said, can I get two so I can sew them together? And the lady looked at me and really
She didn't know what to
She
say.
didn't know what to say. I said, I'm just kidding. Just give me a damn shirt. And it was a free giveaway, and I gave it to my daughter.
She's probably like, you so?
So I thought of you, Scoot. I thought that shirt's been down in the basement hanging. I saw it the other day. I'm gonna go put that on, and wear it in here.
I appreciate it. I'll wear it proudly.
All right.
Scooter loves free stuff.
Of course.
All right, let's go ahead and do a good, bad, and ugly. Scooch, you got the
Okay.
music here?
I sure do. Yep.
It seems like you're stalling.
A little bit.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
That's the ringtone on my phone. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right, Tony will take college. I will take the NFL. Let's start with the good, Tony.
The good, there was nothing that really just stood out to me.
Other than your
Excuse me?
that frog in your
That
throat.
frog in my throat. But I went with Oregon because you're on the road.
Yep.
You're in that whiteout, which was an unbelievable environment.
I love it when they do that.
Oh.
It's great.
And didn't Nick Saban look good in his white
did.
suit, man? He looks sharp.
Well, and of course McAfee took his shirt off again.
Always. He takes everything off.
Idiot.
No, he's not, John.
The
He
only-
has a big bank
The
account.
only bad thing about it is James Franklin not a great record on whiteout night. He can't win the big one, as they're starting to say now.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, but Oregon
I went
was
with the
good.
Ducks.
When they were up 17-3, I thought it was over, and it was not over. For the record, double overtime win there for the Ducks. My good is going to be the New York Football Giants.
Baby.
First of all,
I was told on the show,
the new
never pick the Giants.
The new mom we get to look at now is Jackson Dart's mom.
mama.
She was in a luxury box,
I missed that.
and look, I can see his Google
Already
search started
Google.
right now. She was up in the box, and they showed her quite a bit
Did they?
because she's easy on the eyes. Jackson Dart mom is the new mom.
God, she's ripped.
He was ripped. He was great. 13 of 20, not overly impressive, to be honest, but 111 yards, a touchdown, 10 carries, 54 yards, and another touchdown, and they won. And the Giant fans have something to be excited about. And the Bengals should be calling Russell Wilson today. Russell's done. Jameis is now the new backup. Russell is probably asking to get out of the building and get sent somewhere that he can play, which I don't blame him. He's getting a little old.
Can he play, though?
But I think he's perfect for the Bengals right now. I mean,
Manage.
Joe Burrow's not coming through that door till the playoffs, probably, if they make it. And if they're going to make it, it's going to be not without Jake Browning. They're 7.5-point dogs in Denver tonight. Nobody thinks they're going to win, including me. But the Giants are my good this week. Look, New York's had a tough weekend. The Yankees have to play the Red Sox in the playoffs, which is going to be great for fans. The Mets fall apart.
Doing Mets things, huh, John?
Bethpage Black is getting a lot of grief, not about the course, but about the fans. So New York had a tough weekend. The Jets didn't even play, and they had a tough weekend. The Giants made New York proud this week. That's my good. How about your college bad this weekend?
Bad. I had one on there, and then I scribbled it off.
I think I like where you're going.
I'm going with Syracuse.
Okay.
I
did not know that's where.
And every week on the bad, I'm going to throw Clemson in there because Syracuse beat Clemson at Clemson, and then they lost 38-3 at home to Duke.
Okay. Maybe Clemson's bad again this week, like you said, even though they didn't play.
They're the bad on mine because if they can't beat Syracuse at home and Duke can beat them by 35 on the road.
Wow. It's hard to do comparative scores like that, but when it's so out of whack like that.
That's so out of whack.
Syracuse, nice follow-up. And they went home.
Yeah.
I understand when a team pulls an upset and goes on the road. For example, Scooter, be careful, Virginia, because now you come to Louisville on the road after that big upset last week.
Bundy.
Yeah.
My bad is the injury bug in the NFL. Lamar didn't come back in the game yesterday. It's a hamstring. Will he be ready next week? They don't know.
You think if the game was closer, he would have went back in?
I do. He might have tried to talk him into letting him go back in. I don't know that. I've always said, and I've been wrong. I've always said his style of play with his stature and size is a recipe for disaster because the injury, the way they hit you in the NFL, he's got to quit running so many times. But this one was not a tough hit. No. He just fell weird and his hamstring got tightened. I hope he's okay. But then Malik Neighbors, too. Jackson Dart had a great day, but when Malik Neighbors went out in the second quarter with what appears to be, and they haven't confirmed it, but everybody thinks it's an ACL, done for the year.
Yeah, I saw where
that's a killer. And the Ravens I put on this bad list as well because they're 1-3 now. That's my Super Bowl team.
Nice defense.
They can't stop you. 1-3. So the injury bug in the NFL is getting worse and worse and worse. But there you go. There's the bad, Tony. The ugly this week, college football.
Here it comes. I think you know where I'm going.
I don't know because I got a different one, but go ahead.
I'm going with Arkansas.
There you go. Good call.
56-13, is that correct?
To 13.
At home. You fire your coach, and then
oh my God,
you hire interim
coach. Scoot.
Interim coach Bobby Petrino fires 5 of his friends who are assistants. They're not friends.
Well, no, he doesn't have friends.
5 guys that are in the same boat as him. They pick Petrino to be the interim coach, and he starts firing people.
Do you not remember Arkansas brass?
Wow,
what he did at Arkansas. Yes. Do you not remember what he did at Louisville?
Falcons.
He leaves the team with notes on their lockers in the middle of the year to go to the Falcons. You bring him back, Louisville, idiots, and he torpedoes the program and doesn't care about winning. And I said it at the time. He just was cashing a check. And now you're going to give him another shot. Are you going to give him a motorcycle to go with it?
So I was thinking in a neck brace.
Unbelievable that Bobby Petrino is back as a head coach at Arkansas.
What is this, 3.0?
Well, it was 2.0 at Louisville, so I guess this is Arkansas Bobby 2.0. It's like 6.0, actually. I don't know
it's a bunch of .0.
Sam Pittman, by the way, gets fired. He was 32-34 in his 6th season at the helm this year. And look, I know that you're 2-2 and you're Notre Dame, and you're trying to get style points because your schedule's not good. You're trying to figure out a way to get in the playoffs. But when you fake a punt up 42-13.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Was
it a fake or was, I mean,
it was a fake. It was a reverse.
That's
it was a double reverse fake.
Okay, I didn't see it.
And it worked gloriously. I'm not going to lie because they didn't see it coming. But then again, nobody saw it coming. That's one where the punter looks over and goes, really? Really? You really want me to do that? It's 42-13. Not a good look here. But, yeah, that was ugly. That game was ugly, and as you point out, the post-game is even uglier. My ugly, I got to look in the mirror here because when I do, I see ugly.
Those Tennessee
Titans. 0-4. They put up a goose egg yesterday. Cam Ward.
Against a bad Texas
Against
team.
a terrible team. Cam Ward called everybody out afterward, but he also called out Cam Ward.
Okay.
So I give him, he called everybody out. He threw for 108 yards and an interception. The Titans had 175 total yards yesterday. Oh. They lose to Houston, another 0-3 team at the time, 26-0. That is the ugly.
It's hard for pro teams.
That is the ugly. My other ugly was the glorious tie last night. I hate ties.
Oh yeah.
Glad I went to bed.
I hate
I would have been so
Let's
pissed.
talk about that.
40-40.
I've got
Green Bay and Dallas.
I'm watching it with my son, who's a big Packers fan, and in the last 3 minutes, I'm like,
Of regulation or overtime?
overtime.
Okay.
I'm like, what are the Packers doing?
No urgency at all.
No urgency. And then it came down to the end. If they'd ran a play before the 2-minute warning, showed a little bit of urgency, they would have been able to set up a little more, run their plays. And before did a horrible
They
job.
literally gave themselves one shot at winning that game.
It was insane.
And if Dallas tips that ball in the air, the clock runs out.
Yes.
If they get a hand on it,
They
just
got lucky.
It jumps up in the air and then lands, that extra second drops off the clock, and they lose that game.
And what was Love just staying in the pocket, looking? You got to throw that quick. I know you don't want a tie. A tie is terrible. But the way they played, it was
That is, by the way, that's the highest scoring tie in NFL history.
Really?
40s.
40-40.
Over-under was 46.5.
Oh, I know all about the over-under, Scooter. Over-unders in late games plus the night game went 4 out of 5 yesterday.
Oh.
Because the Colts receiver was going into the end zone and decided to hold the ball up and celebrate and lost the ball.
Lose
and it went
control.
rolling out of the back of the end zone. And then Tutu Atwell somehow gets loose for an 88-yard touchdown pass in the last under 2 minutes, and the Colts have 10 guys on the field. There was nobody near him.
We had two safeties yesterday.
Colts are
That's
still
fun.
3-1.
I'm going to the game on Sunday.
Who they got?
Raiders.
Tell Dugan I didn't want any tickets this year.
They're not through Dugan.
Thanks for offering.
They're through one of my uncles.
Okay, then I will retract that statement. Dugan, I love you. 2 safeties yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, the one was intentional. The Buccaneers, the Eagles took an intentional
Eagles ran out the
safety
back
at
of the end.
Right.
zone.
Yeah.
They ran 40 yards out.
He kept looking. He kept running a little more. And he kept looking. He kept running a little more.
We also had a blocked extra point last night returned for a touchdown.
That's the difference
for
in that
2
game.
points by Dallas. It was going to be 14-0, and really
Just blowing them out.
the Packers looked like they were going to win that game 40-0, not 40-40. By the way, 6-pack. Thanks, Green Bay. My winners were not Washington, Scooter. You told me. Not the Vikings. You told me. You tried to tell me. I don't listen.
Tried.
My winners were Oregon. Thank you. And it took double overtime to get that win.
And congratulations to the Steelers. I did not say that. That was nice job by the
That
Steelers.
was a scary game.
The Lions were my other winner. They ended up hammering Cleveland.
Yeah, I almost texted you yesterday, Tony, when it was like 24-6 or whatever.
You thought,
And I was like,
nah.
I'm not really trying to jinx it. And the next thing you know, it's y'all had a chance. It was
Yeah.
a good game.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Pittsburgh let them back in the game.
Yep.
Wasn't that a great environment there
It
in Dublin?
was. Yeah.
Was the turf bad?
Mason,
Lot of
Mason
Justin
lost it.
Jefferson when he fell down.
Yeah, Mason did too, making a move.
Yeah, I don't
Deep
think
went out
I don't think it was NFL quality turf, and it might have just been grass. It's probably just grass over there.
That's what OBJ wants to see.
Nobody cares what OBJ.
Where's
wants
he
to
playing? What, the XFL?
Oregon's up to number 2. Ohio State's 1.
Big Ten.
Penn State 7, and Indiana up to 8 now in the AP poll. So 4 of the top 8 in the Big Ten. Miami doesn't play and drops to 3rd. That's what happens. We forget about you. Ole Miss up 9 spots to number 4. All right, I'm just going to say this: Ole Miss not the fourth best team in the country.
No.
That's all I'm going to say. But they're undefeated. They beat LSU. They're number 4.
What about me telling y'all about Alabama?
Alabama jumped 7 spots back up to number 10. Impressive win for Kalen DeBoer.
He needed that. He needed that.
He needed it. Kirby, for the most part, can't beat Alabama. He's got a couple wins, but for the most part, he can't beat Alabama. And you got to beat him with Nick Saban gone if you're Kirby Smart. Georgia drops 7 spots to 12th, and LSU a whopping 9 spots down to number 13. But when I say whopping, Florida State goes 10 spots down. They're now 18th in the country. That was a fun game. We had it on in the booth. They're calling the St. X Trinity game the other night. We had the Virginia-Florida State game on the TV in the booth, visiting radio booth there at the Cardinal Stadium. Give Virginia credit. They were up 14-0, and then all of a sudden it was 21-14 Florida State. And I thought, well, that's it. And Virginia came back, won that game in overtime. So nice win for the Wahoos before they come to Louisville next week.
Woohoo!
As Florida State, I mean, did we praise them a little too much
I think
because
we
they've been
praised
so
them
bad?
a little early, but the win over Alabama, I think they earned it. They earned a little bit of praise there.
I got them going.
But I will withdraw my Thomas Castellanos Heisman vote now after they lose to Virginia. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. I heard this yesterday, Scooter. The Heisman Doza. We'll see what he did yesterday. Birthday's coming up as well. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big X.
back.
Finally, Spears on Sports presented by M&M Carnage. Sometimes we just get not paying attention in the break, and it's time to come back.
I would have been here on time if it not for your final request before I walked out the door.
Sorry about that. No, I'm not. M&M Carnage hotline's closed.
Shut it down.
Because we only got about 10 minutes left. You can text the show. I might not get to it. The only two players remaining on the Reds roster from 2020, Wade Miley and Tyler Stevenson.
Wade Miley doesn't count.
That's just mean. I bet he gets if they win, I bet he gets a playoff share, or even if they lose.
He shouldn't.
The Reds and Dodgers will start it up tomorrow at 9:08 p.m.
Fire it up, baby. Fire the blender up.
Eastern time. Get the margaritas, the late-night margaritas ready. Blake Snell will go for the Dodgers. I'm going to assume Hunter Green.
I would assume.
Although I haven't seen Hunter Green's going to pitch.
I mean, he hasn't pitched since Wednesday, so he should be good to go.
Look, I'm feeling pretty good if I'm the Reds. I got Hunter Green and Andrew Abbott. I'll take my chances. Give me one of those two wins. Well, give me both of those wins. But give me one of them, and then anything can happen in a Game 7 scenario, which Game 3 would be. Keep in mind, wild card playoffs, best of 3 at one site. So all 3 games are in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. And Scoots, I hate to break it to you, but all 3 games are going to be at 9:08.
Yeah, I figured.
Because
very hard to be there.
The other games are in Cleveland, Chicago, and New York. So you're just going to have to deal with that.
I'm in for a long week.
Detroit will play at Cleveland. This is the hottest team in baseball against the least hot team that is left in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
Detroit,
there's a guy named Tarek Skubal.
Yeah, we don't have a pitching matchup yet. Oh, yeah, we do. Tarek Skubal and Gavin Williams. We didn't have it when the show started.
If I'm playing a 3-game series.
He has struggled, though.
I know it, but still. It's a long season.
That'll be a 1:08 first pitch on ESPN tomorrow. 3:08 on ABC. Padres.
John's already getting his bets down.
I am. Padres, Cubs. That'll be Imanaga for the Cubs, who has not been good in the second half, against Nick Pivetta for San Diego. Then the night games, I love this. 6:08, Red Sox, Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. If Cleveland doesn't win yesterday, and they had to come from behind 1-8, it would have been Cleveland at the Yankees and Boston at Detroit. Or, yeah, something like that.
All games going to be overs.
No.
You going to play them all?
They're not, but that's why I'm on to bet.
You're going to play them all?
Oh, yeah.
You have to take unders in the first round of the playoffs, right?
Do you know me at all?
Oh, I know you're not going to, but the normal
Well,
better.
they're going to be 7 and 7.5. I can't go under. I can't do it because bullpens get involved here.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankees will send Max Fried, who's been great.
Oh, he's been the best.
Against Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox.
They've been good, too.
Those guys both have about 15 to 17 wins. Fried's got 18, I think. I don't have it right there. I should have it. Let's see. Crochet is 18-5, and Fried is 19-5. Wow, what a matchup!
That's a pitching matchup.
What a matchup that
7.5 is the over and under too.
And then the Reds have now officially named Hunter Green the starter. He'll face Blake Snell in the 9:08 start. All the games are on ESPN except Cubs Padres is on ABC. So I checked the odds this morning, Scooter, on the old phone here. The Reds are 20-1 now to win the World Series. Do you take a flyer here?
No.
No?
No.
I think
They got an absolutely brutal road. I mean, you get past the Dodgers, you've got the Phillies waiting. If you get past the Phillies, in all likelihood, you've got the Brewers waiting.
Yeah.
That is murderer's row.
Brewers are 8-1. Phillies are plus 275. That's a large number. They're the favorites to win it all. Are you surprised by that? Anybody?
No.
Well, with Zach Wheeler out, man,
They still got good pitching.
they do. But that's when you lose one,
Yeah.
maybe your ace.
Yeah, maybe.
I said maybe your ace.
Yeah. They still got
Seattle's 5-1.
Seattle's 5-1. By
I
the way,
like Seattle.
ex-Reds, by the way, in the playoffs. Suarez, Castillo for the Mariners, Castellanos for the Phillies. There you go. Now, I'm sure it's a longer list, but those are the bigger names. 5-1, Seattle. That's the American League favorite, I believe.
Let me
Toronto doesn't get a whole lot of love. They don't, even though they won the division. The Yankees have the same record as Toronto, and the Yankees are in the wild card. I love it.
The American League winners, did you see these? Seattle 2-1, Toronto 3-1, and the Yankees are 3.
I haven't believed in the Yankees all year long. Yep. All year long. Now, I think they win this series probably because Max Fried, whoever wins this game tomorrow night wins this series, in my opinion.
And the
Reds
are the longest shot in the National League to win.
Did you all see the stat on the Mets?
Go ahead.
0-67 this season when trailing after 8 innings.
Yeah.
Only team without a win.
But they're a great comeback team.
I was watching the game yesterday, and Gary Cohn, who's great as the play-by-play guy, said, well, this would be a great time for the Mets to snap that 0-for-66 when leading after 8 innings, or trailing after 8 innings. And they were down 4-0.
That double play was sweet to end that game.
It was. Man. Very well played. Wow. In Miami, I'm saying it again, they really wanted to win that game, you could tell. Let's do birthdays. Put myself behind the 8 ball here. We'll talk about the Cards and the Cats and the Hoosiers tomorrow, I guess. Ian McShane is 83. Y'all watch Deadwood?
Yeah.
You like Deadwood?
Yep.
He was a good actor before Deadwood, but he became a big-time actor after Deadwood. Here you go, Scooter. Erica Eleniak. She was in a Steven Seagal movie back in the day.
I know who she is in.
She's 56 today.
Woo! Back in the day.
Coming out of the cake?
Yeah, coming out of the cake.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Under Siege was the name of the movie.
Yeah, 4.5 back in the day.
4.5 is, I think.
Maybe low.
I think you underseeded her.
They talk about scenes from movies that get the most rewatches.
Her coming out of the cake.
I guarantee you. At least I did.
Cindy Morgan passed away a couple years ago, born in 1951. She was in Caddyshack, Tony, jumping off the high dive.
Oh, Lacey Underall?
Lacey Underall. Cindy Morgan, born on this date in 1951.
We'll go 4.
We'll go 4. Madeline Kahn, great comedic actress. Remember, comedy counts in this rating, Scooter. She was in Young Frankenstein.
Oh, Young Frank. She's in a ton of movies. She was in Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, born on this date in 1942. She passed away in 99.
We're getting worse. 3.5.
All right, I'm good, though. Very funny. Larry Linville. You know that name?
I know the name, but I
he was Major Frank Burns in the MASH TV series, born on this date in 1939. Andrew Dice Clay. Forget about it.
Jack and Jill went up the hill. We'll stop it there.
Each with a quarter. Jill came down with 50 cents. You think they went up for water? Huh? 68, Dice Clay. Halsey, the singer, actress. You're a Halsey fan?
I'm a fan.
Oh, I didn't even know Tony would know who Halsey was.
Fan.
Halsey's 31 today. Scooter?
3.
Oh, he undersold your Halsey.
No, there's a couple good pictures. We'll go 3.5.
You got to make sure you're looking at the right picture.
All right, Kevin Durant. I'm running out of time here. Kevin Durant, 37 today.
1.5.
Jaden McDaniels. Who's he with now? Is he a Timberwolf? Is that right? Jaden McDaniels? He's 25.
I believe so.
Is he a T-Wolf?
He was in one of the playoffs.
He is a T-Wolf.
Hersey Hawkins. Remember Hersey Hawkins back in the day, Tony? 59 today, but he played for the Bradley Braves. Calvin Johnson, retired early, Detroit Lions wide receiver.
Megatron.
Hall of Famer, 40 today. Ken Norton Jr.,
linebacker.
Cowboys, 49ers,
coach too.
59 today. And former Reds pitcher Tyler Mahle, who was injured most of this year, pitched a couple times late in the year, is 31 today.
With Tony's Rangers.
Tony's Rangers. He was injured most of the year. The system this week, Scooter, 6-2. The only losers were Washington, which happened to be a 6-pack pick, 24-6 to Ohio State.
And they were right there, too.
And Arkansas was the system game. Ouch. The winners, of course, Friday night you had 2. Arizona State beats TCU by 3 at the buzzer.
Cost me money.
And Virginia beats Florida State 46-38 in double overtime. Man, that was a great game. Iowa covered. That was a system winner. Mississippi State covers at home against Tennessee and
should have won it.
Had a chance to win it. 41-34 in overtime. Wake Forest covers, getting 14.5, loses by 1 in overtime to Georgia Tech.
They were up big in that game.
Well, that could have ruined Georgia Tech season.
It could have. And Colorado, Dion said, I was watching. Dion said, we're going to come out and play. We're going to ball tonight. We're going to ball. They balled. They lost 24-21, but they did cover. So that was a system winner.
They won.
All right, we will talk Cats, Cards, and Hoosiers tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Hoosier Report with Matt Dennison is next. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big A.